The return man is Hill. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Watson on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Watson on first down. Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it. But
they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Now it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson looking long for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
To throw is Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man is Hill. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's to his running back, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Green.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And now out comes Houston. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they offensive coordinator. You just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Come back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Cousins on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Yellow. The hug. Ready. Two. Stop.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Room to run past midfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Cousins now from the 50. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Being chased out left. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or move.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell from 21 yards away. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Emerson Griffin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Bortles. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Emerson Griffin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Sherrills. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Charles, as Minnesota takes the field here, let me get your thoughts on what you think of them coming down the stretch. The 1-3 start. We talked about their start last year, too. But is this a team that is being overlooked by others in the NFL right now?
I don't think so. I think that the teams that they're playing know how.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball is going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Gone. Rose. Hey, steamer.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Cousins. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Cousins to throw it. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Two. Zebra. Two. Touch.
Cousins now on second down. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Black.
On second down, Cousins again, eluding the pressure right. The left side caught by Diggs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
All right, now here we go.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Yellow. The hunt. Ready? Rhino. Rose. Here we go.
Again, it's Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Always laugh when people say, listen.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Well, they got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Jacksonville, Charles, is a team that you and I have talked about a lot this year because there was all that anticipation coming into the season on the heels of 2017, but the first half of the year was just not kind to them, and they entered their bye week on a 4-game losing skid. Blake Bortles in and out of the lineup. Leonard Fournette out of the lineup. I don't know what to make of 2018 for this team.
Yeah, I don't either. They moved Dante Fowler Jr. to Los Angeles in a trade at the deadline, but I still feel like there's something there. This team is too talented to be in this type of a skid. And
the Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Lucy.
Bortles to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter. as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sherrills to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
On 1st and 10, Cousins flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Rhino, Rhino. Black. Rhino, Rhino. Through. Black.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cousins now. Oh, it stays up. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, I want to go in a different direction for a second, talk about Le'Veon Bell, because the November 13th report date has come and gone. He's still not with the Steelers. Now, the good news, though, Le'Veon Bell not there, but James Conner has been good in his stead.
He certainly has, and we have to think now that maybe we won't see Le'Veon Bell in the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Rhino. Two. We're going. Let's go. Rhino.
Now Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Now he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Week 12 in the NFL, also Thanksgiving week, and 3 games on Thanksgiving. We know about Chicago and Detroit, Washington, and Dallas. Don't forget about the 3rd and final game on Turkey Day, just as the early Black Friday shoppers are lining up. Atlanta, New Orleans.
And those Black Friday shoppers will be throwing serious elbows about the time this bad boy kicks off. Now, think about this weekend, or think about this Thanksgiving. It has the feel of a college rivalry weekend, doesn't it? Every game, intense rivalry. Chicago, Detroit, Washington, Dallas, and now this one, Atlanta, New Orleans. These two don't like each other very much. A huge game in the NFC South. Can't wait to watch this with Matt Ryan, Drew Brees match each other throw for throw.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this.
Ringo. Zebra.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. That one good for 21 yards. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there. Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota.
Hey, Clipper. Ready? Rose. Lino.
Back to it after the pick six. Cousins flush to his right. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's 2nd down. You know, Charles, it is hard to believe that we are sitting on the doorstep of Thanksgiving week. Already that time of year, but it always gives us good football. One of the games on Thanksgiving, Chicago and Detroit, that'll get the party started at 12:30 Eastern.
One of the traditional games, Detroit hosting, Dallas hosting, but in this case, we will stay in the Motor City. And this is the longest-running annual series in the NFL. A lot of people think about Detroit and Green Bay or Chicago and Green Bay. It's Detroit and Chicago. They've met at least once a year since 1930, 178 times total, and they just met 2 weeks ago in Chicago and going to do it again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Spurs. Rhino.
Here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Bortles now to throw. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good. Through. The hunt. On Andy. Rhino. Yellow. Right there.
Following the interception, Cousins escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
We're going. Let's go.
Cousins on first down. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. To return it is Corey Grant. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
380. Hey.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's caught by Treadwell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. A first down throw for Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A good pickup there, 22. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
And laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Abdullah, the return. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now Bortles. Shark's got it left side. And he gets it down to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, 32 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now come the Vikings. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cousins now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Finding room to the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles taking it in. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit.
Empty the bench just yet. If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this is caught in the middle of the field. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. First down. Here's Cousins. Able to get away, able to power through. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
On second down, Cousins again. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. There's the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Cousins to throw it. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applied.
And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Bailey now to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Jags. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives. And now
comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ben Gideon with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against the...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ben Gideon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, it's Bortles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To throw, Cousins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Third and goal for Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Rhino! Let's go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And incomplete here on 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel, no one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Bortles going to throw here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Bortles to throw once more. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Shifts by him, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 50 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local columnist had said, "Why are we fighting over sportsmanship and running up the score? Just run it up on everybody and deal with it." Some people just don't care that way, and obviously this coach feels the exact same way.
So that article was saying the defense should be able to stop them.
That's what they're trying to say. Hey, if you don't want it to happen, stop them. Otherwise, quit whining about it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Black, black.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Black, black.
One last shot now for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.